do believe that that right there is David and Goliath. That makes sense. You know what? This is interesting. Right, that is the window I was talking about that was being lit up, but it's a reflection from this huge flat screen that's just attached to the scaffolding, reflecting off that wall and then back into the cathedral. That is awesome. Hello again, friends. So I'm in once again the Galleria, and it's a different experience at night actually. If we look at some of the art around the top, it's really very beautiful. And I must admit, man, I did pop into the Prada store and received what I can only describe as a mild smirk from the guy who looked me up and down, the security guy, when I walked in. I don't think it was him, you know, checking me out. I think it was just him noticing how I'm dressed and thinking, yeah, no, mate. So I went into the Rolex shop to cheer myself up, as one thing that is absolutely guaranteed: if you walk into a Rolex shop and you're wearing a Rolex, they will zip up to you and say, "Can I help you, sir? Would you like to look at anything?" Anyway, I'm right in the center of the Galleria, so I'm going to take a couple of patented panoramic shots, and then I'm going to go off to the west. There's a gorgeous park there, then back to the cathedral for a while, and then I'm going to go home before I start eating something, because I made the mistake the other day of coming into town hungry. Next thing you know, I've dropped 40 euros on a gorgeous 2-course meal of Milanese meatballs and pizza diavola. I cooked tom yum curry for myself at my hostel last night. That is going to be my dinner tonight and tomorrow. Anyway. Good evening again, friends. So, as you can see, I am sitting exactly precisely in front of Milan Cathedral. And if you'll indulge me just a little bit more history, this place is, as you would expect, ancient. The baptistry that's currently beneath my feet was the original place of worship. That was built, roughly speaking, 350 AD, when this place was the Roman city of Mediolano, from where Milan derives its name. A variety of places of worship have been on this spot, because everything in Milan radiates out from this place. It's this central place and a spider web of roads that radiate out across the entire city. Now, there was the main place of worship here burned down in 1065 AD, and a couple of temporary places of worship were here in the intervening centuries until 1387, when this place was commissioned and confirmed. The first engineer, Simon de Orsenigo, was the guy tasked with beginning the whole thing. It took a very long time, of course, and Leonardo da Vinci himself, thank you very much, did submit a design in 1488. But really, it took a really quite long time. There was a Spanish occupation that slowed things down. It wasn't really until 1805, when Napoleon Bonaparte, who was about to be crowned King of Italy, very enthusiastically said that he wanted the front facade to be completed in time for his coronation. I say enthusiastically because he apparently promised that the money necessary to achieve that would come from French coffers. That didn't happen. I think that Waterloo got in the way, quite frankly. But it was completed, and I think as a small tip of the hat, on one of the 139 spires there is a statue of Napoleon, to thank him a little bit for that. Then 1800s, 1900s, and the Allied bombing of Milan in 1943 did damage this place. They did try to miss it, but there was some damage, not too bad. And repairing that, maintenance, and then the final finishing touches were completed in 1965, which is less than 10 years before I was born, man. But it's an incredible achievement because the sheer scale of the place, third largest church in the world, is just immense. It's vast. And when you get this close, the level of detail is incredible, absolutely incredible. Yeah, quite a place. Anyway, I'm gonna head back, get myself some food. I'm smiling. Oh, one last thing. That. It says Mariae Nascenti. The actual official name of this place is the Basilica of the Nativity of St. Mary. So, the birth of the Mother of God. There is also a museum that is closed on Wednesdays. Today is Wednesday. But I can come back on the same ticket tomorrow and go to the church. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh yes, an actual travel recommendation. This is San Babila, which is one metro station away from Duomo. Duomo is the metro station directly underneath, as it were, the Duomo Piazza. But don't go there. Come to this one, because you come straight up out of the metro, and then you can walk along this rather nice avenue lined with, fashion house shops and so forth, and arrive at the cathedral in about 5 minutes. If you get off at Duomo, you end up walking through a maze of tunnels underneath and then coming up. So, there you go. Good morning, friends. So it's Friday the 22nd of December. I'm leaving this afternoon, early this afternoon. But I didn't go to the museum yesterday because I had a very busy day at work. And the weather was terrible, so I thought I'd do it before I left. As things stand right now, I've got myself a croissant and an espresso. I'm going to sit on the steps in the sun and enjoy that, and then head into the museum. Yeah. I am completely reminded of the Ark of the Covenant with this. Well, that was a pleasant way to spend an hour. Because it's apparently a private museum, they have a photographs are allowed but no videos rule, which of course, being a rebellious sort of person, I did violate mildly. But I didn't have the opportunity to tell you about some of the art and the age of the stuff in there, which was disappointing. And for you, obviously, I had a great time. I am just going to pop up and just get some footage of the doors, because I just remember that I hadn't done that the other day. Right, so the 5 bronze doors of the Duomo are one of the more recent additions. The cathedral originally had very nice but plain wooden doors. The central door here, which is the only one that's closed right now, is bronze and was added in 1904. The other 4 either side, which are all open to allow people to get in, were added much later, between 1945 and 1965. The last one was one of the very, very last additions to the cathedral. Yeah. You know, one of the things I really like is because of how this plinth, this statue is set up. So from there up, you can't get up there. And the pigeons have made it their hangout. They are just dominating the entire thing. Right, I'm about to head back to the metro, get some food, pick up my pack and hike to Milano Centrale, and then get the train to Como. It's a beautiful day. I'm really hoping that the weather is good for Como, because I'm getting a train and then a ferry across the lake to where I'm staying. And I'm really hoping the weather holds for that, because it's going to be beautiful. Anyway, well, as always, if you like what I do and how I'm doing it, please do like and subscribe. Hope you're having a good day.